Hey guys and gals, welcome back to the channel. If you are new here, please feel free to subscribe and jump on these ride-alongs with me. In today's episode, we try to once again unlock the gig matrix and try to make the most money in the least amount of time, traveling the least amount of miles possible. In today's video, I get the chance to help out a man who's a little bit down on his luck in the blowing snow and freezing cold. Stay tuned to the episode to see how the rest of the day unfolds. If you guys like the video, please consider hitting that thumbs up button. If YouTube knows that you like the video, they might push it out to more people that they think might also like the video, and that'll help me grow this channel. Thanks in advance if you are so inclined, and let's jump right into the episode. Good morning, boys and girls. We are back at it, out grinding in the snow. We had a nice little dump overnight, but that is not going to deter us from getting out there and trying to snatch up all the monies. We did get our first order this morning. It was a double for Uber Eats for 2 Walmart pickups. I was unable to screenshot it because I somehow have trouble screenshotting the first order of the day. But I will put it up here on the screen once we've completed the delivery to see if it went up. It was for $23 for the 2 orders. So we will head over to the Walmart and get these loaded up. All right, we got this first order loaded up. We are just waiting on the second order to come out. All right, we got that second order loaded up here in the front seat. It's rather large for a front seater, but I got that first one out first and didn't know how big the second one was going to be. So I probably would have put this one in the trunk, but no big deal. We will get rolling out and get these 2 deliveries dropped off.
Too many times, feeling like it never ends. Back again, square one. Tried to leave myself behind, looking for a better place, not to stay alone. Gain our trust and you chose to break it. Ask for truth but you only fake it. Thought you said what we had was sacred. It's all lies. All lies. I was broken and isolated, but inside held the fire waiting. Not a word that you say can save this. So don't try, 'cause this time you crossed the line.
Okay, we got those 2 Walmart orders dropped off. I'll throw the total up on the screen here. It actually showed 23 for the double when we accepted it, and it went up to 25. So I think one was 16 something and the other one was 8 something. So not a bad start. The delivery was a little bit of a pain in the butt because the driveway was extremely steep, and then there was about 7 stairs up to the front door for the first delivery. And in the snow and the wind and the ice, that is not the most fun thing to do, but no big deal. So we will chill out here in our hot zone and wait for the next banger to come in. All right, guys, we just picked up this Walgreens shop and pay for $11.50, only 4 items and 4 miles. So that is around $3 an item and $3 a mile. So we will take that all day long. Usually our minimum on those is $2 per item and $2 per mile. The Walgreens is about 1.5 miles away, so we will head on over there. And I checked the items on this order, and it's 4 COVID tests. And that's it. So it should take about 10 seconds to shop for. So we will swoop on over there and get this shop started. All right, we have arrived at the Walgreens. We will run in here and get this shop done. All right, I'm just going to get 4 of these guys and we are done. All right, I was being such a know-it-all wise ass, I grabbed the wrong ones. We need these ones on the bottom here. All right, easiest shop in the history of the world, although I did grab the wrong brand and waltzed up to the counter and tried to scan it and realized I grabbed the wrong ones. So I did have to double back and get a different brand, no big deal. All in all, took about a minute to check out. So pretty efficient deal there, but we will get rolling over to the customer and get this little bag dropped off.
I don't need to tell you that it's over. And I know if I come any closer, I don't need to tell you that it's over.
Alrighty, we got that Walgreens shop and pay order dropped off, and it did stay at the $11.50 shown here. Was a $6 tip on there, so not too bad. These shop and pay orders typically don't go up. They don't hide tips on them. They did in the beginning when they first started doing them, but I think they just want to show the highest amount possible to get them picked up as quickly as possible. So then we received a series of trashy orders like this one, and this one. And we declined all of those, and we finally got this offer for IHOP, $11.25, going about 6.4 miles, so just under $2 a mile, but we wanted to pick something up. It had gone a little bit quiet, and there are actually a couple of new restaurants out there, McDonald's and a Taco Bell. So there's a chance that we might get something as soon as we drop off in that area. So we will slide over to the IHOP and get this bad boy picked up. All right, we have arrived at the IHOP, so we will run inside and hope this order's ready. All right, that order was ready to go, waiting on the shelf. It took about 15 seconds to pick it up, so we will get rolling on down to the delivery.
Glowing in your eyes when I'm not aware. You left a scar. I fall into your lies all again. Where'd you go? Where'd you go? Where'd you go? Let me be there again. Let me feel you. Fall into you.
All right, guys, we got that IHOP order dropped off. It did pop up to $12, as you can see here. So a little bit of a hidden tip on that one. Ended up being a pretty decent run. On the way to this delivery, I passed a dude standing on the corner in just extreme winds and cold and blowing. So on the way back here, I'm going to swoop around and buy this guy a pizza at 7-Eleven. They're like $6 today, and a drink or a Gatorade or something. So I'm going to swoop by the 7-Eleven and get this guy some lunch and or dinner. And then we will head back to our hot zone and wait for the next order. How's it going, man? Cold as hell out here. All right. Pizza for you and a Gatorade. All right. Have a good day. God bless. All right, guys, we got our homeless friend a hot pizza and a Gatorade. Might not have been the best thing to give him because the wind is so ferocious today that pizza box probably needs to be held with two hands. But anyway, we got that done. It was like $6. We just picked up this order for Bird Call on Uber Eats for $8. So that run will probably take about 10 minutes. It's only 4 miles. So we will just pay for that guy's lunch in the next 10 minutes. So we will run into the Bird Call here and get this order swooped up. All right, we have arrived at the Bird Call. We will cruise on in and get this picked up. All right, we got that Bird Call order picked up, just a sandwich and some tots. It was ready on the shelf, so we just ran in and grabbed it up. So we will get rolling on down to the delivery and drop this off.
There's not a single day that passes without you on my mind. Not even 1 minute can end up before you come around. I yearn for the days when I see your face here before me. I long for the times you held me in your arms. Whoa. How I wish that you were here to give me everything I
we got that bird call order dropped off for Uber Eats. It showed $8. So we'll check on that in an hour and see if it popped up at all. Meanwhile, we will just sit back here in our hot zone and wait for the next order to come in. Alrighty guys, we went ahead and picked up this Uber order. It's for $7.06, but it's under a mile. The 7-Eleven is like right across the street and the delivery is like right up around the corner, so it'll probably take 5 minutes literally. So we'll add on anything to this if it comes in, but we will slide over to the 7-Eleven and hope this order is ready. All right, we are at the 7-Eleven. We will run on in and see if this is ready. Oh, pickup order for Kurtz. Kurtz. Okay.
So, there wasn't any ice cream sandwich, so I had to remove it.
Okay, that 7-Eleven order was ready to go as soon as I walked in. They were out of an item that he ordered, and with these 7-Eleven orders, there's no option to sub anything out. They just automatically refund him. So he'll know that once we drop off, but we will literally drive around the corner to the drop off, which is like probably 1 minute away.
Down to the ground, you're dragging me. It's constantly. No, I won't make a sound. I love the pain. It sets me free.
It's wrong, I can't make right. I love the bird below you, tell myself that this is the last time. It's wrong, I can't make right. Slipping off in the moonlight when I knew it's true. I had myself for you. On the ground, I know it's true.
Alrighty, we got that Uber Eats order dropped off for 7-Eleven. It started at $7.06, so we'll check later and see if that popped up. And then as soon as we drop that off, we got this order for Safeway, $11.25 for 2 items. So that's a pretty good deal on that. It does say 6 miles, but like 3 of those miles are over to the Safeway, and then it drops right back into my zone. So we will drive over to the Safeway and go in and get this shop started. All right, I was trying to explain what was on the order outside, but it was so windy, I could not even hear myself when I played it back. But we have a 12-pack of Sprite that we need to get, and a 12-pack of Orange Fanta, and that is it. So we will swoop those up in the carts and get on to the checkout. All right, we got those 2 12-packs in the bin, and we will get headed on to the checkout here. Pretty easy, took about 60 seconds. All right, we got our soda loaded up here. Shop and pay order does not get much easier than that. So we will get rolling down the road and headed off to the delivery.
Feel uninvited. Left your home in West LA. I'm not excited. So uninspired. On my way to play the bay while you're alone. This girl's a wonder. She loves me, yeah, she needs to know I love her. I wonder if we'll make it through this summer. Just wanna touch like back when we were younger. Yeah. Why don't you love me, love me, love me? Touch me, touch me, touch me no more.
All right, we got that Safeway shop and pay dropped off for $11.25. We did pick up this Uber order as soon as we dropped off for Fuzzy's Tacos for $9.72, I believe. So we will swing over to the Fuzzy's and get that loaded up. All right, we are at the Fuzzy's. We will run in and snatch up this order. Okie dokie, that Fuzzy's order was ready and waiting, so we snatched it up quick. I usually don't record inside Fuzzy's because they play really, really loud mainstream music that I don't necessarily want to go on the video. But we will get this wrapped up and headed on out to the delivery. All right, we got that Fuzzy's Taco Shop order dropped off for Uber Eats. I believe the original amount was $9.72, so we will check back on that and see if it pops up. But meanwhile, we have tucked back in our zone here, and it's about 3:30, and I haven't done this in a while, but I just realized that I forgot to eat today. So I'm going to swing around the corner and grab something real quick and leave the apps on and see what comes in. And as soon as we get a good offer, we'll be right back with you. All right, we just accepted this Safeway Shop and Pay order. It's only $8.75, but it's only 4 items and 3 miles, so it kind of meets the criteria on all ends, and the Safeway is just like a mile down the road. So we will head on down there and get started on that shop. We got ourselves a little bit of Mickey D's to feed ourselves at 3:30 in the afternoon, but we'll get rolling down the road here and get started on that shop. All right, welcome back to the Safeway. Let's go in and get this done quick. All right, we're looking for Jif Creamy Peanut Butter, 16 ounce. Looks to be the deal. 2 of those into the bucket. And we just have 2 more items and we are done. All right, last 2 items on the list are some extra delicate feminine products. You click 16 counts times 2 and into the bucket. And that is all she wrote for that shop. We'll head to the checkout and get rolling. All right, we got that order checked out and in the car. Did the whole thing in about 1:30. There's a little bit of a risk that you take with Shop and Pays because you know how fast the shop's usually going to be because you're doing it. But you do run the risk of hitting a long checkout wait. I've done shops before that I was literally in there 30 seconds and I waited 15 minutes in line. So that's kind of a coin flip and a little bit of a risk of doing these. I always just kind of cross my fingers and hope for the best, but this one was really quick. So we will get rolling down the road and get this dropped off. Okay, folks, we got that Safeway order dropped off. It did stay here at $8.75. Not a bad order for 4 items and 3 miles. But I think we're going to punch the time clock a little early today. As soon as the sun goes down here, this entire joint is going to turn into a giant hockey rink because it's been melting and slushing all day. So as soon as it gets dark, it all turns to ice. So we're going to probably head back a little bit early. All in all, on the day, we were about 2 hours late in the morning and we're getting out an hour early. So we're down about 3 hours on the day. So it's going to be a really low total for the day. But for DoorDash, we're looking at about 86. and Uber about 64, so like 150, which is not great. But if you factor in, we lost 2 or 3 hours, that's about right. So we are going to check out for the evening and get back here tomorrow and get after it again. Hopefully we will get some melting action overnight. But I hope you all have a fantastic rest of your evening and or day, and we will catch back up with you soon.
Empty hearts and neon lights, they're playing with my mind. Gotta get out of here tonight. Oh, I wanna run off and fly, and I'll tell myself it's fine to be alone, just to find somewhere that finally feels like home. Oh, oh, oh. I hate all this overthinking. Oh, 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 oh. The more I swim, the more I'm sinking.